What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome back to a brand new video of the FPL review. Now, I missed last week and I do apologise, but some things came up I had to get rid of, I had to move on, and like I've said when I came back at the end of last year, I need to start focusing more on real life things rather than postponing them and causing the brain up here to go into overdrive, malfunction, all that sort of malarkey. So I missed last week, I'm back this week, and again I've chosen to come back when there's a midweek game week. So today is Monday, hopefully you get the review and preview today. Preview might be a bit later, evening-ish time, 7 or 8 PM, but you should be able to get both. And there's been some surprise results. Man City scoring no real good open play goals, West Ham winning, and above all, Spurs getting more than 2 goals at home. So no, quite a weird game week. We're going to cover all the things: goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders and strikers in this video. Starting off with the goalkeepers, we've got Begovic, Pope, Lossell and Fabianski. Begovic, the highest scoring goalkeeper this week, through no clean sheets. Just a penalty save. From Milivojevic, you ask, because he scored the first one? No, from Benteke, because he took the ball off Milivojevic, said, no, I'm taking this one, in the last few minutes to be the hero, and ended up being quite the villain at Selhurst Park. It wasn't a good showing and Palace could have won that. Big victory it could have been, but alas, it's a 2-2 draw. Missed points for Palace, how vital that be come the end of the season. But Begovic gets himself a penalty save, so if it's in your team, then bonus, I suppose. Then we've got a couple of 6-pointers, easy clean sheets. We've got Pope, Lossell and Fabianski. 1-0 for Burnley against Watford, a result I didn't see coming. I thought both teams to score was a definite on that one. Lossell, I saw that being a 0-0, so I thought Lossell getting a clean sheet didn't really shock me too much. And Fabianski, that was one I put in, an hour before kickoff. I put as a 1-0 on my Super 6, and the only correct score I got right, so good pick there from me. But those 4 goalkeepers are more of the budget sort of options. If I'm going to pick one out, I'd say Begovic. Bournemouth conceding too many goals. You've got Pope, 4.7. Not sure how long he's going to be there until Heaton, so I'd say probably look at a bit cheaper options. Now you've got Sproni as well, remember. Lossell and Fabianski, 4.6. I think Fabianski, 6th clean sheet, likes to make saves. I think he looks a good option. Next up, we've got the defenders, and we've got Schindler, Otamendi, Zanka, Ogbonna, Ward and Dan. Starting off with Schindler and Zanka. Let's go Schindler and Zanka because Huddersfield scored 2 goals, both Steve Mooney, and assist for both the centre-backs as well, which is, I didn't think it was a shock really. Didn't really think it was as a shock. I haven't seen the goals yet, so yeah, but I think Huddersfield can get another few clean sheets. I think at home they'll be hard to beat. They're showing that by beating Manchester United. Those two could be a good pairing, both at 4. Zanka 4.5, Schindler 4.6. So if I had to pick a preference, obviously Zanka's going to be it, but Schindler gets 11 points for a reason. So maybe it's worth looking at it, just because the extra point or so here or there could be worth the extra 0.1 of a million. Otamendi comes in with an assist and a goal in their 2-1 win against Manchester United, and he at 5.9 has made it into my team finally. Just because Man City's fixtures, and ignoring the Spurs game, the game after this one, looks really good. I'm yet to take Jesus out, although I do think midweek Jesus is not going to play. I think Aguero took 100% of a rest against the Manchester United team of Jose. Yeah, I think Otamendi is a good player to bring in, and should be looking maybe at one of your premium options there. Ogbonna, didn't see that clean sheet coming, but I'd say give it time for West Ham. The revolution might be coming, but the clean sheets might not be there as ever present as that one. Bearing in mind the next game isn't exactly easier than this one. And you've also got Ward and Dan, those two at 5.1 and 4.7 are ones that I think are a bit too expensive for me. Dan getting a goal in a 2-2 draw, he just love to get a goal, but how consistent he will be I don't know. And Ward, 1-0 win. Lots of clean sheets, but I think there's cheaper options in the defence. Tarkovsky and me, I like Loughton if he's back, so I think Ward is a bit too expensive. Moving on to midfielders, we've got Son, Arfield, Salah, Mahrez, Milivojevic and David Silva. Son, 7.9, 16 points. Probably one of the most underrated players Spurs have got, because amidst the Ali, Eriksen, Kane fiasco, you've got a hard-working Heung-min Son who slipped onto the radar. And that is because sometimes he'll play, sometimes he'll be on the bench. If he's playing, he is dynamite, as he shows there with 16 points, the highest scoring player of this game week. He does say more. I think he's said it all himself with a fantastic performance, but he needs to get more regular start time for him to be a good option in my eyes. Arfield at 4.9 for Burnley comes in. Obviously Burnley just getting the one goal this week, and Arfield grabbing it means that it could be good. Also a red card for Ziegler in that game. Quite an FPL rising favourite. Could be a chance for another player to get in a bit cheaper, who knows. But Arfield, yeah, I'd say there are better cheaper options up there, and I don't think he'll be a regular scorer, so I'd drift away from him. Salah, 9.9, 11 points. Could have easily won it if he was played through by Mane, but Mane was a bit too greedy and ended up being a 1-1 draw because of the penalty, which I feel like was a penalty in my eyes. So how vital will that be? Who knows? But Salah is an amazing player to have in your team. If you haven't got him yet already, you might have just missed boarding, but there is still late boarding. I think if it's worth it, if you think it's worth it, it's definitely going to be worth it. Trust me. We've got Mahrez on 9 as well. Leicester City midfielder getting back to good form here. Leicester City trying to find a result. Oh yeah, 2-3 win against Newcastle. So a big game for him. Milivojevic obviously could have had more points, but Benteke didn't exactly help things there. And David Silva was meant to be missing this game, comes back and gets an all-important goal in a big victory. Could see him win the title already, as boring as that sounds. But yeah, some cool midfielders in there, some big midfielders in there. Depending on playing time, some really good point-scoring midfielders for the rest of the season in there. Lastly, we've got the attackers. We've got Defoe, Mooney, Gale, Kane and Wilfred Boney. Starting off with Jermaine Defoe. I think the fact that a couple of weeks ago we were talking about Callum Wilson goal scoring performance. Now we're talking about Jermaine Defoe goal scoring performance. Shows that there could be a bit of rotation going on, but Defoe I think is a proven goal scorer. As to his Callum Wilson, they're both poachers, both finishers, so if they're playing, they've got a good chance of scoring, but neither of them, and Defoe especially, has not been consistent enough this season for him to warrant £7.6 million. So, in my eyes, good performance this week. He needs to be more consistent like he was for Sunderland for us to consider him a bit more. Stephen Mooney comes in, 13 points as well, 2 goals for the first time since, I believe, first goals actually, since the first game week, so interesting to see how he gets on from there. Dwight Gale, 6.1, the first time he's had a good game of goal scoring too. You've got Kane as well, 12.8, scoring 12 points. Looking good as well, but again, he's a very expensive one to fit, and if you don't have him in your team already, you've got to maybe make 2 or 3 transfers to try and free up funds to get him in, which I would say is potentially worth it, but has the potential to shock you and get a clean sweep of just 2 points when you're least expecting it. And Boney, it's interesting now. Does Abraham not find himself ready and waiting for that first team role, as Boney seems to be making a good claim for it? I think Tammy Abraham could have lost his spot, and Boney at 5.7 may be the way forward for Swansea. And that happens to be that for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of all the big scorers? Heung-min Son, starter, I'd say bring him in. Non-starter, is he worth all that money? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed, and peace.